In this series, we have discussed the 63-year evolution and history of Disney's Ludwig von Drake, but now we cover the evolution of the character's voice. Ludwig was presented as a zany, eccentric, absent-minded professor, and his personality was styled after the crazy German scientists of the space age, particularly Heinz Haber and Werner von Braun, both of whom had spent much time at the Disney studios working on their educational and documentary films.
A voyage around the moon must be made in two phases. A rocket ship taking off from the Earth's surface will use almost all the fuel it can carry just to attain a speed great enough to balance the pull of gravity.
Our coal and oil will not last forever, yet we need ever more power. So, for the growth of our civilization, our first wish shall be for power.
An additional inspiration came by way of comedian Sid Caesar's character, the Professor, who appeared on various TV comedy shows of the era.
We got it, we washed it off very carefully, very delicately. We brushed it, with the brush. And then we recognized what it was. It was an ancient cookie jar. An ancient cookie jar. And you know what we found in the ancient cookie jar? No, Doctor. Ancient cookies.
Disney hired actor Paul Frees to voice Ludwig, utilising a German accent he had in his comedic repertoire. Adept at on-the-spot, fast-talking radio comedy, Frees was given an almost unheard-of free rein to improvise and ad-lib dialogue, giving way to long monologues of hilarious psychobabble and nonsense. Frees voiced Ludwig until his death in 1986, at which point a number of voice artists picked up the role intermittently, including the legendary Wayne Allwine and the little-known Albert Ash. In 1987, voice artist Corey Burton picked up the role and continues to voice him today, arguably Burton's longest-running and most prolific character voice. In this video, we will explore all of the voice artists who have brought Ludwig to life in major productions, including television series and specials, and short films. Without further comment from myself, I will allow the voice artist to guide you through Ludwig von Drake's voice evolution, in this companion edition of Cartoon Evolutions Explaining Disney.
Good evening. Now, the first thing I would like to say is, look out! That crazy, where are you going with that thing? Oh, look. How do you like that? I thought it was a motorcycle coming at me, and it was the spotlight was hitting me because I'm the professor going to give a lecture. Well, anyway, let me introduce myself. How do you do? I am Professor Ludwig von Drake. Right on time. Young man, I am Dr. Ludwig von Drake. Kindly take me to Mr. Walt Disney.
I'm Walt Disney.
I knew it the moment I saw you. I never forget a face, never forget a face. All right, now lie down and relax. That's good. That's nice. All right. Well, now where are we? Now we begin. All right, now the microphone. Where's the mic? We gotta have a mic. Now where? All right, hold the program. Stop the cameras. This is it. The program's over. Where is the microphone? What am I gonna stand here and yell all the way across the country with this? You, little guy, over here, where are you sitting there? Skinny fella.
I tell you, this science fiction is really science friction, because it's rubbing me the wrong way.
No, what am I saying? And you in outer space. I used to fly by the seat of my pants. I was a pioneer of the air. Anyway, as you can see, a lot of us have problems. It's just that some are bigger than others. All right. Now, since this program is music for everybody, for you symphony lovers, I brought along my own 99-piece instant symphony orchestra. See? They are all pre-tuned up and ready to play anything from Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata to Pinochle. Hello there! Welcome to my modest home. And what can I do for you? Oh, yes! I forgot. I invited you here to answer in one fell swoop all the questions you've been bugging me about popular music. Think that was something? That was nothing. Well, you hear my latest hit. I will demonstrate in here. You see, this is my hi-fi studio. Now, everybody knows what hi-fi stands for. High financing, which you better secure before you start making a studio like this, because I want to tell you it's going to cost you a fortune. As you can see, we have here a complete collection of every living thing on Earth. The only trouble is that they all dead. That's because it was the only way to stuff them. And the reason they are stuffed is so they will look more alive. Anyway, our subject is oddballs in nature. Van Drake, speaking. And speaking of speaking, there is a guy whose engine is giving him a lot of back talk. The reason for all the carrying on is that dirty butterfly valve in the carburetor.
Thank you. Now, class, this is simply an oil well, right? Wrong. It is also a chemical well. We get chemicals, too. See? Okay. Let's take a trip into the world of Gulf Chemicals. Follow me.
Psychoanalyzing a mixed-up duck was the most confusing case in all my 40 years of practicing psychiatry. After 76 consultations, he was getting nowhere. I was getting somewhere. I was getting as confused as he was. But I knew that somewhere in Mr. Duck's subconscious lay the answer.
You want to know what DTV is? DTV is music videos, only we mix the best of Disney cartoons with rock and roll. All you have to do is turn this little knob and you got your DTV. See? What's the matter with this thing? It's my new stereo TV.
Ah, yes. You know what is the biggest problem people have in learning? They don't think. People say to me, Ludwig, if you're so smart, why ain't you rich? And you know what I say to them? I say I am rich. You know what this is? It's called a flugelhorn. Do you know why they call it a flugelhorn? Because it sounds like one. Ooh, I'll bet you're wondering what a flugelhorn sounds like, You see, learning starts with wondering. You wonder, then you look for an answer. Then you find it, and then let's see. What was the last one? Oh, yes, you remember it. That's how you learn.
Psychoanalyzing a mixed-up duck was the most confusing case in all my 40 years of practicing psychiatry. After 76 consultations, he was getting nowhere. I was getting somewhere. I was getting as confused as he was. A temper? Oh, that's good. Now we're really getting somewhere. That's beautiful.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our DTV special. You all know what DTV is, don't you? That's when we take rock and roll songs and mix them with terrific Disney animation. You know, we all have a love affair with our pets. And our pets have a love affair with food.
Too much input in the cerebral cortex. And when the data input meets the mama input, you do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. Wait a minute, what am I saying? Your cerebellum has been subjected to too many external stimuli.
We've got some old favorites and some brand new ones also. Somewhere here, there's a fable about a lovely Indian princess. Now let's see here. Her name is Park Your Carcass. Not Park Your Carcass, that's where I sit. I mean Pocahontas. About that, I had it on my mind all the time. Now, don't forget to sing along.
Young lady, you've just crossed the line. You can't make a real monster. It's against the laws of physics.
Phew, I'm gonna have a word with my travel agent.
Oh, this calls for desperate measures. I say we evacuate the building and zap him with an anti-ghost grenade. This little baby gonna zap that ghost into the Twilight Zone. At least next Tuesday.
Oh, that. This here was designed to give you superhero powers. But even I couldn't get that to work. What a piece of junk.
I wish we could watch one of my favorite Mickey cartoons. Well, then why didn't you say so? Common everyday fella number 2. What's your common everyday problem? I see. Those bratty nephews of yours always getting you boiling mad. Well, Mickey, I think we've established exactly who is the know-it-all. Professor Ludwig von DRAK is who. I've answered every last question. Now pay up. Today, the professor is going to explain how Santa can fly all over the world in only one cute little night. If there was milk and cookies there waiting for me, I'd be flying all over the place myself. So why is Donald still a frog? Now, Princess Daisy, you're gonna have to kiss Donald the Frog to turn him back into Donald the Duck, would you? Welcome, everyone, to the Hall of Science, home to the greatest discoveries in scientific history, like this one, the shrink ray. Goodness gracious! You see, the harsh winter conditions will cause a complete collapse of his respiratory, gastric, and circulatory systems. In other words... Also getting a great big trailer, plus an emergency kit. Right, kids. Now zoom them roadsters onto the rolling roadster runner. That's my Digi-Donut duplicator. Let's leave the zapping and everything to the experts.
Welcome, survivors. If you are here, the world has ended. So sad, but congratulations on not being eaten by zombies or hyper-intelligent hairless apes or something like that. Now don't worry, because I, Professor Ludwig von DRAK, have prepared for every possible threat.
This is the tale of the horrible, giant monster Big Toes, what is said to roam these very woods. Well, fellas, here it is, my latest invention, the House of Tomorrow, featuring the latest Von DRAK groundbreaking technology. Yes, and I'm going to be testing my latest invention, the rocket roller skates. We just tippity-tappity these heels, and with a click of this little button over here, I'm going to be zooming away already. All right, then, let's take a look at you, teddy boy. Good siding, no loose shingles. Well, we got no sign of termites nibbling. I hereby declare Teddy a well-built doghouse. Yes, maybe a little too good. Well, this is why I want to spend a day at the funhouse. You see, my royal helpers, they fuss over me so much that I never get to do nothing all by myself only.